Alright guys, so today's activities on the 240. This isn't necessary right now, but I'm doing it anyway just to get it out of the way, and I need some footage for you guys. So, I'm pulling the fender off, and I'm gonna do the wire tuck. So this way when I get bigger wheels and tires, I don't have to worry about eating through the, This dude's trying to play games. Over here interrupting the video. Anyway, so I'm doing a wire tuck like I did on that side, which I'll show you guys in 1 second. So this way I'm gonna get bigger wheels and tires, I won't have to worry about cutting through the harness or anything like that. Also, if I have time, because I am going to the lake this weekend, I may prep this and paint it, or at least primer it, but I'm not too sure. That might be saved for next week's video. So just to give you guys a little update on what I did over here, and I didn't film it. I did film little snippets, and I will put that into the video right now. All right guys, I just want to show you this real quick. So I pulled the fender off and all that on this side, and as I was going through it, I found that it's kind of hard to focus. There's crimps all over the place. So where those electrical tape parts are, there's 2 there, there's 1 more over there somewhere. So what I'm doing is I am pulling all that off. I'm gonna take apart those wires and solder them up the correct way, and then wrap all this up, make it look all pretty. That will show you all the little wire problems that I had in here. But yeah, so I ran the main harness all here, zip tied it up, painted this all black just because I like black. So everything's looking good over here. The fender's sitting over there getting ready to be put back on. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on time lapse while I try to take this off. There's bolts here, there. What, you have to open the door, there's 1 there, and then there's gonna be 1 inside of there and 2 underneath the car. So this shall be interesting to try to get off. Actually, and then there's 1 there. So I'm gonna put it on time lapse, guys, and let's get this started. Alright guys, so I forgot to mention, so there's a bolt there, 2 under there, which one of mine was snapped for some reason, 1 inside the door, and there's also a support beam thing that the fender is also connected to. So make sure you undo that before you undo the fender. Alright, let's pull the fender off. It looks great under here. Alright guys, sorry about that. My mother had to call me. So, to give you a rundown on what I'm doing, I'm going to take this harness and we have to run it along here. In the process of doing that, I'm going to fix up these little surface rust spots, sand them down, and I got some black primer, or black primer slash paint, so it'll help protect everything. It'll make it look all nice and pretty. So yeah, let's there's gonna be a lot of time lapse in this video, guys. I apologize for how short it is. I am on a time crunch. Like I said earlier in the video, I am going to the lake. I have 6 hours to get all this done, so we're about to see how good I am at filming, editing, and uploading in 6 hours. So let's get to it, guys!
Alright guys, so I got the wire harness all off. I had to disconnect the hood latch and then I'll reroute it and get it back where it needs to go. If you guys see where the Sharpie marks are, I'm going to notch that area out. So I'm going to take the grinder and cut a little way out of it, so this way this will go up where it needs to go. So I'm gonna put it back on time lapse. I know guys, at least you guys get to listen to some catchy music, but this whole video is pretty much gonna be time lapse, and then I'll go over exactly what I had to do and everything later on in this video. So let's get to it guys. Alright, so I'm going to explain a little bit on what I just did. I unwrapped the main harness, or one of the main harnesses or whatever, and then I notched out here and here. So because this harness is just weirdly shaped, I had to make another slit for this one right here. So what you do is you take it, put it into that slot if it wants to go up. You guys get the idea. Put it up there, and this one will go into that one and then tie into here, and then I'll use these to zip tie into to hold it together, and I'll probably drill another one here somewhere. While I was waiting for everything to cool down, I cleaned all this up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the black spray paint slash primer that I got, and I'm just going to spray this whole area. Then I got to hook up my hood latch again, and honestly I'll be done, which is great because I don't have a lot of time left. So I'm gonna put it on time lapse one more time. I know guys, it's a lot of time lapse. Alright guys, so the paint is done drying. It actually looks really nice. The paint looks really nice. It's kind of glossy a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the harness and put it up where it needs to be. And take your zip ties, and there's a little hole right here. You can just use this hole. Make sure you get... do I want to do that? Yeah, we'll do that. Just kind of stick that in there. Make sure your harness is up. Everything is up and good. Now that ain't going nowhere. And get your other one. Then there's going to be another hole. It looks like where a pop rivet goes, which means it's probably where a pop rivet goes, but it'll be fine for now. I'll figure out that later on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another zip tie, if I can figure out where I put the zip ties. Oh, right here. Another zip tie, and we're going to just make sure this doesn't go anywhere. Right in the middle. Tighten it all up. These are all where they need to be. Alright. So all you got to do is snip those off. And the wire tug's done, at least I'm pretty sure. I haven't tried to put the fender on the other side yet, but that's literally all you have to do. And then all you gotta do is run this again, which I have a feeling this is supposed to get crimped into there, or whatever. We'll turn the camera back on once I figure out how I'm routing this. Alright guys, so I got everything on. All whatever, this works properly. So what I'm gonna do now is try to put the fender back on, which is over there, and see what happens, because I have no idea if the fender's gonna go on back properly or not. So let's get to it. Alright guys, well I didn't film me putting the fender on because it's the same as taking it off. I also had some problems, so when I get home, or next week, whenever I get home, I'm going to take them both off again and mess with the wiring harness a little bit because it's not totally fitting inside of there. So I'll update you guys on that. So as you can see, there's a gap. but it's fine for now. I have to go and drive an hour, so I wanted them to be on just in case any cops said they want to give me an issue. And this side, again, isn't even, but I know why this isn't even down here. I didn't put the bolt on the right side, but that's okay for now. It'll stay. It's just gonna have an uneven gap, but whatever. And I accidentally painted.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I apologize for being short and not very informative, but as you guys saw at the end of the video, my fenders don't totally go on correctly. So next week when I have more time, I am gonna pull the fenders off again, figure out why it's not fitting properly. If you guys have any suggestions on how I can make the fenders fit properly with the way that the harness is now, drop it down in the comments. Like I said, I apologize for it not being the best video ever, but what did I have? Like 6 hours. I had 6 hours to make this video, pull this fender off, do all this stuff, render the video, upload the video, make a thumbnail, take a shower, pack, and do all this other stuff because Mike procrastinates, and that's very bad. Very, very bad. So expect some videos from me next week. I should be uploading. I'm going to talk to Travis, figure out what the schedule is, what he's planning on uploading, what I can upload. I got a whole gallon of Bondo over there. We're going to do the hood. We're going to work on that fender. That bumper honestly might be getting sold or given away to somebody because I think I'm going to get a new bumper. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I love each and every one of you. And until next time, I will see you guys later. And I promise, I will see you guys later.